So next we have Mr. Samir Shah, partner JBS Group and past chairman FFFAI. I hand over to you, Mr. Shah.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. Paul, for this opportunity, and great meeting all friends here today. I've worked with most of you, and I love the smile, Keku, on your face. You on WhatsApp all the time. I've been given a very specific brief, and that is to speak on skill development. I think the Northeast is very well placed to do skill development at this point in time. I've had the good opportunity of spending some time over there, traveling around the place, meeting people. And also what we see across the country is that there is a respect within the Northeast for what is called alternate or vocational training. That kind of respect we don't see in other parts of the country as much as we see it in the Northeast. We all talk continuously about logistic cost being very high in India, 13%, 14%. But we've actually never been able to do a study, and the previous logistics secretary did try, we did attempt to do it, but we have never been able to quantify what is the percentage of that due to improper implementation of processes. What is the actual loss incurred by us due to delays in improper completion of export-import processes? We as a country are very good at solving problems through the Jugaad model. You know, at the end of the story, what we talk about is key, the work was done. But in logistics, the means is as important as the end. And it's only if we can address the means correctly that we will find a great reduction in the logistic cost. Keku and all his colleagues, all of them are working very hard to create connectivity, to create infrastructure. All our friends at the manufacturers and the trading community are trying very hard to find new buyers, doing research on how to pack it, how to move it. But one important link remains the people in the middle. Whether you are working for the trading or the exporting community, whether you're working for the infrastructure guys, you're working for the connectivity for people, or you're working for the interim logistics service providers, your contribution in terms of quality paperwork, your contribution in terms of timely communication, your contribution in terms of ensuring that the vision of the government of India, which is to permit exports and imports in hours, not even days, we are using the word hours, is pulled through. Now to do that, you have a different set of people working over there, and that is exactly where I think the Northeast, with being quite virgin in that sense, in the true sense, because we don't have so many service providers over there, we do not have so many people working in this sector right over there. So in that sense, I think that entire region is placed very well to pick up skill development. I need to make it very clear to all of the listeners over here, skill development has to be done as a stand-alone entrepreneurship model. You cannot do it, ki, chalo, I have some time, I will work on skill development. It is not going to happen. You will have to work it out in a very formal manner. It will involve a lot of effort on getting the raw material to come to logistics, because logistics is not an interesting subject for the youth of today. We aren't still so glamorous. We don't have the Narayan Murthis and the Azim Premjis as the yet over here for the average youth to feel that I want to get into logistics. So that's going to be one major hurdle for anyone who wants to work on skill development, especially in the logistics sector. Then comes up your wanting to train them. that is a very set model, and I will talk about it separately on how you could train them. And then comes your linkage to putting them into the industry. Now, this is where the entrepreneurial spirit of everyone, whether he's the trader, whether he's the exporter, he's the infrastructure guy, he's the connectivity guy, or somebody wants to become a logistics service provider, he can come in and do it. What I need to talk about is that please go onto the web, go to the Logistics Sector Skill Council website, and you will notice that the Logistics Sector Skill Council has very clearly defined logistics in India. They've created very simple 12 independent verticals. And within those verticals, job functions have been created and are being created. It's a very dynamic process, and we are all working on it continuously. So you will find that there are 12 verticals in logistics. Every vertical nearly is operational in the Northeast. There are job functions defined over there. There are entry levels defined over there. The curriculums are put over there. What is to be taught is put over there. So what has happened is that the government of India, especially the Skill Development Ministry, has worked very hard to give us a base. And unlike the other parts of the country where the effort is to make people first unlearn practical issues and learn legal issues, the Northeast can start by learning legal issues and then putting them into practice. So this is a great opportunity. Here I'm seeing a set of people who are saying, we want to export, we are manufacturing, we want the connectivity, we want flights. But then, as Keku said, where is the cargo? The manufacturer is not the only person who generates the cargo. It is the logistics service provider who encourages the manufacturer that, look, this is the way you do it, this is the way you pack it, this is the way you market it, this is the way you document it. These are your problems, these are the pros and the cons of the whole thing. And it is only when there is a proper understanding and a partnership between the logistics service providers and the exporting importing community, together they will be able to do a great interaction with the infrastructure and the connectivity guys. So for those of you over here who have some inclination to work for society, who have some inclination to work for the youth, especially for those of you who is in the Northeast region, and you feel that, yes, I want to work for the youth of this region, I think the Sector Skill Council will give you a lot of support. I would be very happy to assist anybody who wants to work on skill development over there. We also have one of the participants who has put in his details in the chat box, and I would recommend that you should go in there and contact him. So skill development, logistics sector, it's an A1 opportunity, not only for the youth of the Northeast, for the exporters, importers, for the infrastructure guys, and more importantly, if anyone has an inclination to wanting to get into logistic education, I think this is the right time for you to get in, especially with so much push coming in for the Northeast. With this, I'd like to again thank the organizers and wish all the panelists and the participants safe times, good health, and may God be with all of you. Thank you so much.